Thank you so much. All right, put your hands together, Chicago. Give me a little back beat. Got it. Someday, some way, I know the time will come. Someday, some way, I know the time will come. Well, man is an evil critter, like to go around making people out bitter. But one day a man will understand what it really means to be a man. Someday, some way, I know time will come. Someday, some way, I know time will come.
As it says in the Talmud, to save one life is to save an entire generation. In order to accomplish this, we've taken all of our office space and moved it out of the building so that we can use each and every space available for the growing demand that we have. There is a waiting list of 5 to 10 girls on an almost always basis, and we bring them in, give them a full review of their situation, and then begin to work with them on a mental health program specifically earmarked for them.
We hear stories on the radio and we read in the paper about abuse, rape, and so on. Sadly, we have some of these victims in the home.
Racheli was also a victim, and as a result, she tried to commit suicide.
I cut myself here. It was wide open. My veins were hanging out. They took me to intensive care. I had to have 40 stitches. She came with terrible experiences from home. It was a broken home. They couldn't take care of her. Since I came here, I've really changed. I love it here. The cases of sexual abuse we receive here demand ongoing treatment. The first stage is to give the girl the sense that she is in a safe place where she's protected and welcome.
We also have a pet therapy program which needs to be expanded. Now we purchased the service, but we would like to have it available to the girls on an ongoing basis. It would be for our girls, and we would have it available for other people in the community who would require this kind of therapy as well. This is an expansion of our program, of our services, but it's important to us to provide with the girls with all the tools that they need in order to succeed. You'll notice that there are no focused pictures of our girls at the home. And this isn't an accident. As a social worker, I can tell you how important it is that we keep the girls anonymous and that they not be exposed to a public review. They come to us from very difficult situations, from difficult family backgrounds, and what's most important to us is to protect the girls from any outside interference or any outside environment that might lead them to a difficult, compromised, or depressive situation. I often say as a social worker and as a fundraiser that I know we could raise much more money if we did not protect the girls and created a connection between our donors and the girls. But as I say to people who ask me, it's more important to me to protect the girls than it is to have the dollars available to them. So therefore, in this video, we are very careful to avoid showing current girls in their activities. And I'm sure that you understand and can appreciate why this is so important. Our staff to girl ratio is about 1-to-1. And this is critically important because of the deep-seated problems that the girls have brought to the home. Some of them were tossed out of their families. Some of them have mothers and fathers who went to prison, or who were drug addicts, or who went to mental institutions. And several of our girls are victims of the result of terrorist attacks. In fact, one girl had her house roof blown off from a rocket that was fired from Gaza. You can well imagine the trauma that these girls go through as they try to cope with these difficult situations. And when they come to us, we require it is necessary to give the girls not only the tender, loving care of a house mother and of counselors and of dietitians and of social workers and psychologists, but it's extremely important that we create special mental health programs for each and every girl. This gives them the opportunity to grow, to develop a great new self-esteem which they will need to be productive members of the Israeli society, and it gives them the tools for them to become spouses, mothers, and participants in the rich Israeli greater community. We can only achieve this through the tremendous partnership we have between the professionals at the home, volunteers who come, financial supporters whose commitment to the girls is extraordinary, and an international support system of people just like you. Creating the self-esteem that the girls need is not a 1 day, 1 month, or even 1 year task. The girls require a great deal of rebuilding and emotional support to ensure that they will be successful